Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream today. So, the original goal, honestly, was to stream Strinova. Apparently, the company behind Strinova had other ideas, and the North American server is not under streaming. It's not under beta testing. So, I can actually I cannot play it. In fact, I was kind of disappointed. I thought of using VPN, but that would just create a terrible gaming experience for everyone involved, myself included, along with people that play against me. So I decided against that. I personally think that running VPN for a first-person shooter game when the speed connection is not that great it's not ideal, right? I mean, me connecting Evolution to Japan was already kind of slow, and if I had to route through a VPN and then to a different server that is not USA, I'm just creating a bunch of laggy thresholds, and that is not fair to everyone involved. Hence, I did not play it. Other than that, we are gonna do some testing today with Asuka. I do kind of I'm debating whether I should max her out in terms of skills, but so far she is pretty good. Don't think we need to really force it. Another main reason to go testing. Oh, okay, I have a gold. Oh, okay. That's not bad. We don't really use her anymore, Dola, but then it's still not bad. Maybe some event will still require her presence, or maybe she may get a very good collectibles, right? Who knows? Never know. I got a feeling that Alice is gonna get they're gonna release a favorite item for Alice, just so that they can, because she's a anniversary is the day one free character, right? And if they do that, oh wow, okay, there's some grind on my desk, on my glass mouse pad. So if they are going to route her through if they're gonna do this, make sure everyone has Alice, then they can give her a special item or a special skin for second anniversary to entice people to pull for her, and then on top of that, giving her a what is it called, a favorite item that basically turn her into Red Hood, which also resolved the issue with her clicking issues, the motion canceling issue that some people use macros, and basically got rid of their longest gaming design issues, I would say, when they first started the game. So with that being said, yeah, let's get going today and see where the night takes us. Honestly, I don't mind switching to Halo if it comes down to it, but right now I think it is more important for us to run the Asuka through her courses and see how she performs overall. And honestly, there has been a lot of fighting in the community, surprisingly, regards to the Pride of One review. Of Asuka, because I put her as a triple S tier. A lot of people doesn't think she belonged to that level. Personally, I think she's okay there, not terrible, but that may be just my understanding of the game. Yeah, she should be SS tier, maybe one tier from the very top, maybe not the top tier, but some people, not some people, Pride One disagrees, but I think most other gaming channels, not channels, not even just pages, reviews, websites from Asia, all the other crap, pretty much all universally agree that she is not the top SSS tier or T0 tier per like people. It doesn't matter. Okay, I think it's easier to make not even called SS, just T0. Okay, T0, which means a very, very top tier. And there's T0.5 and T1s. I think T0.5 is basically, I think it's easier for me to say my tier list right here. Tier 0 is the very top damage players, like the top 3. T0.5 would be a characters that can possibly catch up to tier 0 given the right circumstances, which is what Asuka should be if she has fire damage advantage. And at the end of it, there's also T1, which is just a step below, and of course T2 a further step below T1, right? So I don't think it is fair to put her as T0, but it's also not fair to kind of blast Pride 1 too much, because they have their reasons, I think, and even granted we don't think that reason, I don't personally believe that reason should apply, but at the same time Pride 1 does work closer with Nikke than any of members in the communities. They were the very first, the only website, in fact, Pride 1 is the only website that was able to get a early access version of the game to playtest everything. Okay, no one else did. Only Pride 1 does. So perhaps Pride 1 was able to get some further leak that we know of, or maybe some further discussion with the dev that no one else is privy to the detail of. If they do, then I think the highest chances is just the fact that elemental damage will be the norm, will be the goal for future of the game. It actually makes sense to keep them rolling, to keep the rolling on a more frequent roster, because different elemental damage DPS will incentivize people to pull for different units instead of having just the top 3 or the top 5. You now need a top for every single element, and then on top of that you may need a top 3 for every single element. So immediately that expands a roster to possibly times 15 DPSs, or it expands the roster to much higher. And I just realized I am streaming 2 musics at the same time. I need to turn it off. Sorry about that. I have my own background music and I have the Nikke background music because I felt that it is okay to have it on, which is not great. Okay, yeah, that was a long ass beginning introduction because there's just so many, I wouldn't even say drama, okay, just conflicting informations or infighting information between the community in the last couple of days. I think it's best to clarify it out since I'm going to start doing Asuka testing. And at the same time, of course, it doesn't matter what kind of testing they have on the websites. You need to remember is the fact that I enjoy the feeling. I review it. What did she say? Can I say something? What do you do when you're overwhelmed with loneliness? Yeah, that's probably the right answer. Okay. What was I? Oh yeah, testing. My testing that I'm about to do is based on my team, on my build, on my Asuka build, not on the most ideal technical roles on the characters. And also, you remember my Asuka is 7/7/10, not, I think she's 8/7/10 now, not 10/10 yet. Friendly with SD. So yeah, just FYI. So the results gonna be a little bit different. Don't expect the same thing as some of the testers. And that is, I think, what a lot of people had to take as a grain of salt is the fact that you can have the theoretical highest damage, but you're not going to get the highest damage in theory because I mean I don't know. I'm sorry. Let me correct that. There is a difference between the theory crafted damage and there's the damage you get from the characters. Okay, so here's damn it. Okay, I really don't want to do this because making videos for this game takes a lot of time. And like okay, so making video for this game takes a lot of time, and making a guide takes even longer. Wait, what did she say? Yeah, wow, black, okay. So I probably had to put out on the guide to make it a little bit simpler to adjust. So yeah, that's probably gonna be our weekend projects then. Thing is, this game doesn't make me any money. Shiva has terminated my partnership, so I don't actually get anything from them. It just kind of costing my time and money, really. Yeah.
構成してよかった。こうやって教官と一緒にいれるし。
Oh, okay, I don't have enough red stuff yet, but let me see. I think I can get more material before I start testing Asuka. Let me see here, story 1. I think 9910 for her is probably a good place. Honestly, I can save the rest of the enhancement to her. Challenge. Okay, there we go. All right. Honestly, I think this is a really cool skin. It's not a very precise UO, but it's a pretty cool one. Because I can't really see what the exact health of the boss sometimes. That looks great. It honestly looks great. The biggest thing with the Nier UI is Nier is very low visibility. This one doesn't really have that visibility issues, so I'm okay with that. Oh, also Misato's out for a available character. Minigame is crap as always. I really dislike this minigame, to be completely honest with everyone that's watching this. I don't know what the Shifa was thinking when they made this minigame. They're typically pretty good at making games like smaller minigame like this. I don't know what's with them on this one. It's like they seem to completely lost their marble on doing the minigames. What is that game called? The Nier minigame was so good, but this minigame is just terrible. Like there's a very big decrease in minigame quality. Which makes no sense in my opinion. It's like this is one of the biggest collab that probably cost them the most, and they decide to let they have the lowest quality. Like they just completely decide to drop the ball on it. I don't understand. Like look, the For the King event is even better, right? If you remember the For the King event, they have an entire tower, Storm the Tower game style happening, and that was great. Honestly, that was a very good event for the king event, but this one is not.
あなたの望み通りに動きましょう。よし、私が行こう。こっちですか？
Just realized, don't they feel interested to suddenly feel like they are, because the Evangelion world it's an older genre, so the tech in the world is a little bit older, like everyday tech, not the robot tech, right? So I wonder if they're gonna make any comments on how everything looks a lot more advanced from the world of Nikke. They haven't made any comments like that yet. I wish they did, but I don't think they have yet. Okay. This is the anomaly. I have gotten to the point that I can what does it call? I can more easily clear this in a consistent basis now, to be completely honest with you guys. So let me just clear this for the day and we'll see what happens. Oops. I have my headphone on. Let me put on my headphone. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Time to click like mad. Does my Alice even have a... Oh no. Okay, I need to restart. I'm sorry. Wow. It took me that long to relaunch the game. To do Control F. Because my Alice has no bastion. That's the main problem. There we go. Okay, let's try it again. That was completely my mistake. That is my mistake and my mistake to bear. Oh no, she does have bastion. Huh. I thought she doesn't have bastion. I guess I was wrong. Unless I got very unlucky on the last time I checked and just none of the hits hit. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Every time I play Alice, I think I'm gonna have to string my wrist. In fact, every time I play Alice, my wrist goes numb. I really wish that they do with some favorite items for Alice so I can stop using her as a crouch for damage. Yep. Okay, that's good, that's good. So the trick of not dying to this early is you need to take down all the tentacles. The entire reason why I wasn't able to clear this with the rank 6 last time is because I couldn't clear the tentacles in time. Well, not couldn't, I didn't clear the tentacles in time, and now I do, I can do it. Oh wow, that's a good amount. It's 2. Cancel 1, okay. Cancel 1, okay. That's some pretty good awards. Especially during ×2. Oh my god, this is so much faster. And 2 more stones. Okay, so again, I am going to bring my Asuka to up a little bit higher in terms of her performance. Okay. So I think this is it for me for the time being. Remember, her skill is, I think I'm gonna get to upgrade 9, 9, 10. Skill menu 2, right? First menu. Skill menu 2. 1 short. 9. Okay, so 9, 9, 10. I don't think there's any like last minute increase, so this will do. Okay, so additional damage to shields, recovery effect, affect self, right? And gain pierce, recovery, and deal damage. Okay, So this is her at 9/10. We are going to test her against most of the solo raids or union raids we have available, just to see how it is. I got a feeling that she is going to be better in some units, worse than the others, which is a bunch of complete useless mumbo jumbo, right? If you really think about it, which of course she's gonna be better than some units, worse than others. There's only one unit so far. Actually, there hasn't been one unit that is definitively better than others, besides maybe Crown in terms of being a B2 support. That's the only exception in the game so far. Even the SBS, Scarlet Black, what's what else in the SBS? Let's see here. Where is she? Scarlet Black Shadow. Only she is also debatable because Red Hood is always trailing behind her. If you are just slightly worse, she's just like Red Hood does less damage, but the Red Hood does have pierce. So in area where SBS cannot get a pierce going, Red Hood actually does slightly better. But of course, that is also the exception, not the norm. In normal stuff, Red Hood is objectively better in boss clears. In mob clear, you can say it's wonky because her damage is supposed to distribute to everybody. But then what I found in actual pushing for normal harder modes is actually the opposite. Because of how much damage she does, she's able to clear mods pretty easily. Just due to the sheer amount and volume of damage she can deal. Which is ridiculous. Alright, so let's get going. This is wow. Okay, our union did well this time. Let's see. Okay, yep. Just got a gloat. Okay, I got a gloat. Oh, man. What else? Celine? I think it was Sky JLV that does that posted like a troll post of Celine getting more damage, but like his Celine has some crazy overload value. Okay, that's why I'm saying like everyone's testing will be receiving a different number. Funny enough, for Asuka, is actually the better your support unit are built, the worse she performs compared to her teammates. The lesser amount of damage you will receive from maximizing her, because Asuka has a built-in 100% attack boost. She has a very low personal attack values, but she make up for it having a skill-based attack boost. The issue with having a skill-based attack boost instead of her native high value is the fact that this limits the amount of buff that her teammate can give her. Because, for example, if you have a 10% boost out of already 100%, you're really only adding 10 more percent, right, of damage. Let me see. Where's my calculator? 1 second. So if you're adding 10% out of a character that was already boosted 100%, that means is you're adding 10% to 200%, right? So that's 0.5. But if you're adding 10% to a character that has only 100%, you're adding a 10% damage. So for Asuka, if you are doing just attack boost, a lot of them got washed out just due to her native high attack boosting for her alts, for her skills. And this is what people are talking about when talk about buff dilution. That's what happens. If you have too many of buff of the same category in the damage formula, you are going to suffer from buff dilution. And Asuka is the primary example of that right now, because she has one of the highest self buff available in the game. Where is Celine? There we go. Come on, little girl. Wait, she's core 2 now? What? Okay. I did not expect that, but okay. Now, revised wish list. I believe they are miscellaneous. Let me see if I can change that. Yep. Mine is here. And the revised wish list. Let's see here. Oh, Zoe is not even on the list yet. Okay. Okay. Confirm. Let's do a... Okay. I can't really do the tempo yet right now. I would like to do a tempo to see if I have a chance of getting Ainz, because she is a really good damage dealer for what is it called? Not shadow, or electric. We'll see. Okay, back to Union Raid. No more bullshit. Oh, do dailies and they're 4-day active. Okay, our guildmaster has a softened up a little bit, and it is now 4 days inactive instead of 3-day inactive. Let's see. Oh, this guy probably removed. Okay, last login. Should I remove her? I'll wait. I'll wait for the that guy's response. Let's see, arc rate. Okay, there we go. Time to test. Okay, so this boss is let's see here. What is he afraid of? He's afraid of iron type. So we can do a normal testing, right? So let's see here. Raid, this is a normal shotgun team. I guess team 4 will be our testing lab team. It's not gonna be your standard best available team. Will be just whoever is possible team. So the typical will be crown leader. You're gonna have Naga to make it best for everybody. And honestly, in this case, it will be her. And who is the best iron type? The best iron type. Actually, no, not iron type. So, okay. Baseline. Our initial baseline will be compared to Scarlet. So let's do this and let's see how much we can get in terms of damage. Crown will be boosting. So here's the thing, right? Asuka needs both shield and boosting, and her shield is gonna be similar to Naga's shield. It has to be shield that applies to her directly, not some other people's shield. For example, if you look at Crown's skill, affects all allies. It has to affect all allies and create a shield, right? If you look at Tia's shield also works. So where's Tia? Tia, where are you? Come on, girl. Oh, she's burst 1. Just remember that. Yeah, right. So here's Tia, right? You need to look at her skill, kid. Recover and cover. And you have her affect all allies. Yeah, if you miss Crown, that's a big damage loss you had. Crown is really good. So let's see, where's her shield affect all allies? Generate. Okay, there we go. So you see, Tia skill affect all allies except self. Generates a shield with 7.43, right? So this is also a affect all ally shield. This will basically create a shield on top of each ally. Compared to shields like other characters, for example, the other shielder that was the most prominent that we no longer use is probably Senti. For PvE, she creates a shield for herself, creates a shield that applies all allies. You need to see the wording very carefully. A shield that protects all allies is basically it's a shield on her, and she shields everyone else. So it does not apply shield to the character, which will fail the skill on Naga, Crown, and Asuka. Okay, another person that has similar effect is our bunny, Blanc. She has the same shield type, right? Creates a shield, protect all allies, same thing. Yeah, I'm talking about the shield gen issue, the shield issue with the Asuka's kit. I'm not talking about what's her real usage or stuff. And same goes to Polly, right? You need to, if you take a look at the shield type, creates a shield, protects all allies. So she is also one that creates a shield on herself, and that covers everyone else in the team. Basically, create an additional fence in front of them. The only one that actually does create shield for everybody that is not the main characters that we typically use, I believe, are Arya, generate a shield with our allies, and there's also Folkwon that does it as well. Folkwon is much lower, much lower frequencies. Generates a shield for all allies. Only 2 allies, by the way. Folkwon only does 2 allies with the highest attack. And I believe Ether does it too, but Ether's frequency is so low, you don't even need to consider it. Okay, so if you want to use Asuka, pretty much you want to keep, if you want to give her advantage on the piercing, this skill, the additional elemental damage, you need to have a shield character, which means you need to stick her with either Krong, Tia, or in the future Ray. Ray is also shielding for everyone type, which is probably gonna happen. That if you want to use Asuka is basically stuck with Ray, because Crown will be used for several other teams. Most likely you're gonna use Crown with the Scarlet, Black Shadow, and Alice at the same team. But without further ado, let's give it a test and see how we go on this one. Big bug. This guy really reminds me of a fly, giant fly basically. Hate flies. So let's type. Oh, oops, it's not under auto. Let me restart it. Sorry, I was pouring tea. Asuka is doing her ult, but we don't even have her on auto yet. Actually, I just realized I don't think she has the right cube. Give me a second. I think pretty sure my rabbit, what's her name? No, not rabbit. My Alice stole the cube. Oh yeah, no, from Modernia, not from Asuka. My rabbit stole the cube from Modernia. There we go. So Alice, Scarlet. Okay, yeah, from Scarlet. There you go. Okay. Wait. No. What am I doing? Okay. So cube. Everyone has a cube. Okay. Let's go. Let's test this. All right. Time to write down the result. Really? This is given that my Naga is really highly invested, my Crown's all highly invested. Singles man leader is highly invested. All character are pretty much highly maxed out, I believe. Crown is 10 in 10. Singles to my Naga's 10 in 10 as well. So can't really get higher than that in terms of boost. But again, that also means that the boost on my Asuka will be filtered out, right? It's gonna be less saturation. Well, not less. It will be diluted. Her buff to her, so she will actually deal. Compared to the amount of improvement that other character gets, Asuka gets less due to the buff dilution issue. Well, not even really an issue, more like a formula, right? And that was not fair because she got froze during the that attack. Let's try it again. I need to stop. I need to shut up and just watch out for the fight. So this 257, I'm gonna do 2 skill rotations, 2 burst rotations, so everyone's about equal. Everyone has their share. This is first burst rotation. I think we can tank that, yep. Okay. Okay, so 2 burst rotation, 1 minute 55 seconds, right? So we are looking at Asuka of Ho. Okay, so you see, that's quite a bit of, oh shit, did I just ding my my own fountain pen? That's not good. My fountain, I have a beloved fountain pen that I use. Maybe I shouldn't use it when I'm doing this stuff like this. Okay, so this is against what, Ultra? 305. Asuka. Scarlet. Modernia. Okay, so this is not ally. There's no elemental damage on this one. The advantage is the advantage on this one is iron. The main thing why Asuka do so much damage on this one, you see, iron, is the fact that there is piercing that's going on. Because Asuka has permanent pierce, so all of her attack is hitting twice as hard because he has pierce. It has a core, and it has a core in center, and so all the aim goes to core pierce. So that's why. But that's outpaced her significantly, right? And if you have, so now we put, let's see here. This is Scarlet. Oh, by the way, let me show everyone Scarlet's stuff. My Scarlet is not really, it's actually really well boosted, okay? Maybe like these is not the best, these, but then she has the highest ammo count I can get her, which is actually the biggest factor in terms of her damage dealing capabilities. It's actually her damage, her bullet count. And also remember, the less amount of attack that she has, the less it gets diluted by the buffs, which is actually a good thing. The next thing is gonna happen is let's try Modernia with her. I wonder if my other pen What do you mean attack that you did not see? I think she has one attack line, like, or 0 attack line, very little. My what's her name again? Oh shoot! I just realized that this is not a fair test because my Modernia should not have bursting. A second. I don't even remember why she has attack line when that's been such a long time. I work on her. Give me a second. Let's see here. Charge speed, ammo. No, she actually doesn't have an attack line. So technically, if I want to boost her up, I can do lock this. And just hopefully I get one that's good. We'll see what happens. Doesn't do shit. He didn't do shit. But you know what? Whatever. Hit rate, it boosts her attack value. It boosts her total value, I guess, in PvP. And that does help her. The hit rate also increases her accuracy. Okay, so if I want to compare her with, okay, it would have to be this. But if I do this, you see the issue with doing this. She will lose some healing, so that she will lose her boost on recovery, which is her first thing. You know what? Can be perfect, right? So let's go. It was. Charge damage. This is normal Scarlet. She doesn't do charge. I saw a third line. I was really happy because you typically don't get a third line. But it was charge damage. Oh boy. Let's see here. Who can I do for adding burst 3? You know what? Okay, you know what? Let me just put Alice on this one too, because Alice gets a boost as well. Is it for comparison? Hell no. For Alice to be on auto, but I do not plan to run her on the... You know what? We can technically run Alice on full manual. My hand are gonna hurt, but here you go. Okay, no. I just took the yeah, the charge speed and damage. Oh man. Yeah, at least that hit rate is not charge speed, right? It's so mad if it is. Okay. So let's do Ultra with the Alice, and of course none of this is actually the ideal team for any of them, but this is just a slight testing when you put them in the same team. Times reload. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Freak, okay. Kill 158. Okay, I'm here. Yep. I guess you got the joke there too, huh? SSS Asuka. Okay, so Alice without her best buffs, FYI, without her best buff is able to do 294, right? Alice, technically you need to pair Alice with this, a Maxwell, where people that actually boost sniper damage or piercing damage, which most of the time that would be a D-Wife, will help her. And also she's actually now a better booster for what's her name, for Scarlet Black Shadow. In fact, that's also why Alice is able to keep up in her SSS tier. Honestly, it's not her own damage nowadays, it's actually her effect on the Scarlet Black Shadow's damage. However, even with that being said, Asuka boosts Alice's damage. That's why Alice also deals so high, because she's fire code. Every fire code here gets a booster from Asuka. Actually, no, this enemy is not fire code weak, so element range doesn't really matter. Where does it? Let's see here. What is her skill? Full burst for, okay, fire code, yep. Damage dealing core, so they do take additional damage boost. Again, the same issue with core damage of versus piercing of non-piercing. Modernia doesn't have piercing, so on core enemies like Ultra, her damage is halved. Like her damage is effectively halved. Is it good? Yes. So if you want, a lot of people will complain that she shouldn't be SSS. But at the same time, if you really want to talk about it, like Modernia is really slowly being phased out of the current meta as well. Her main usage now is actually for PvE clear on some maps, not all maps, just some maps. Yeah, I don't think you can skip this collab, man. Like the name I use. You cannot skip this collab. Asuka is surprisingly... Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I just knocked away my own camera. Asuka is surprisingly a very good unit for PvE, which is the first unit they have done in this game that's actually good for PvE. I wouldn't say that's good precedence for the game, to be honest, because previously, if you think about it, they leave collab unit to be good in PvP, so that because PvP is set to be separated by characters of when you got into the game, right? Is how it's sorted. But PvE is for everyone, for union raids and everything. So now people that join later doesn't get those units, especially for collab units. So there's either two things: either Shift doesn't really care about being fair for new players anymore, or we have a bigger power creep coming over into the game. Either way could be problematic. We will see how the Shift handles it. Or maybe they could just keep, or maybe Asuka is just the power level that they're going to release all the Burst 3 character now on. Because if you really think about it, Ainz is actually on an equal level, I would say, compared to Asuka. So that's also pretty good. But yeah, so this is Asuka, Alice, and Modernia. Let's quit this. Oh shit, I did not write their damage. Let me write it down really quick. 1 second. So... Man, now my fountain pen is working. Yeah, I got a feeling something. We're gonna get a pretty big, massive power spike on the anniversary too. That's my prediction. It could be wrong, but that's my prediction. Okay, let me write it down really quick. So Asuka, Alice, and the Modernia. Man, I need to clean my second desk where I pile all my notes and shit. Sorry, apologize for the stop screen. The raid will continue. The testing will continue soon. Just let me put everything down in a good, easy to jot down paper. Ultra, Asuka, Alice, Adrenia, Charlotte. Asuka is what does she does? 243, 295. And Modernia is 128. Alright, moving on. Let's see here. Oh, someone disliked my video already. Interesting. Thank you. Anonymous FPS Delta Force, huh? Maybe I need to check out Delta Force. I was gonna try to get into what's that place? What's that game called again? Trinova. Didn't get into it. Well, not even get into it. They decided to hold a beta test for Europe, for France, Brazil, and some other place only. It's odd. It's one of the weirdest open beta test location I've seen. So I completely did not expect that. Okay, so say. Roseanne is a lower tier replacement for what's her name? It's a lower replacement for Crown for those characters. So we may try this one to see how it goes. She does boost the damage quite a bit for damage against all enemies because of the damage taken buff. So we can see how it goes and see how it affects the entire team. Okay. Oh wow, I did have a lot of fun playing Battlefield back in the day. Maybe I should try it out. I just haven't really played it since my friends stopped playing Battlefield. We used to just basically go and mess around with it. I think it was Battlefield 4 before they fixed the drones. It used to be just us getting the drone and tie a C4 to it. I pissed off so many players. Yeah, Roseanne's a pretty good player, Asuka. She is a good peer when Crown is not available. And also in Ultra, her Roseanne's buff works better as well because Ultra has parts to be destroyed too. So her buff is always there. Okay. Let's see what the damage is. Okay, yeah, see, Alice always out damages Asuka a little bit. Roseanne does provide a little bit less damage boost compared to having Crown, but this is actually not a little bit. Wow, okay, this is 25% less damage. So yeah, she is a replacement. Not a great replacement, but she is a replacement. Substitute. I would say she's a substitute compared to Crown. Crown is just too busted. Alright. So here we go. That is... But among all of them, you can see Modrinia is always the least amount of damage, surprisingly, right? Whether we like it or not, she doesn't deal as much damage compared to the Ultra because of Pierce. So let's see here. What is this guy does? Wind, weak. Does he has a core? Let's take a look. I'm not gonna bother testing Alice anymore because Alice versus Asuka is pretty much the same thing because Alice has Pierce. Asuka also has Pierce. Alice has oh, you know what? After I made this this comparison, I think that's gonna happen. They are gonna buff the crap out of Alice with the secret gift. Into probably, like I said, they're probably gonna make Alice into a full auto like a Red Hood. Because if you think about it, Alice has Pierce, Asuka has Pierce. They literally give Alice, Asuka the same patch. Alice also has life stealing. Asuka also have life stealing. Those two, Alice is fire code. Asuka is also fire code. Their damage is very close. Asuka a little bit worse, but their damage is very close. They're gonna give Alice the favorite item to make her full auto. I'm not. I think my Asuka MLB that's where she's gonna stay. C7 costs too much. If I C7 her, I do not have enough resources to pull for Ray or Marie, and I do want to get Ray and Marie. Perhaps even more copies of Maurice and Ray. Okay, so that being said, let's do her and where is my Naga?
先生、今日は何の授業?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do maybe one more copy of Marie. Depends on where the luck gets me, right? I mean, there's a very good chance I might not even pull any of it, due to how the pity works in this game. But we'll see. Okay, let's go. I gotta say though, Asuka is a lot easier to play than Alice. Alice, I'm gonna hurt my finger the longer I play her. Asuka is easier. Not saying she's an easy person to deal with, but Asuka is easier to deal with. And there we go, core hits. Let me do a full auto. Actually aims core automatically. So remember, this boss is weak to wind, but it also has a core hit. So no one really has an advantage. she gets stunned. Great. Pierce, shield, and which Asuka is really good at destroying because due to her out. Not out, her skill. And after this, we will call it a stop. Alright. My Asuka's OL, let's see here. I can't really see it right now. But, okay, so right now it's 178 versus 81. Okay, so as expected, this is times 2 because of the core, right? So let's quit. Let me put crown on so she can actually perform better. And let me show you what my my Asuka is. Crown. I think I got pretty decent rolls on Asuka, so 44%, 40%, and so 80% total. Right, this I got pretty lucky with this one. I just need to get rid of the charge damage, but then all right. I think I can probably do better on this one since this is elemental damage and crit only. And maybe this one too. Just lock this one and then reroll it. But yeah, that's what Asuka has. I can probably, yeah. For the time being, this is probably what I'm gonna stick with because I do want to save more stones for Ray and Marie. After, if I get more stones and more stuff, I'm gonna probably reroll some of Asuka's stuff. But before I reroll, I think I can probably roll her into a higher value. Which one has a, yeah, I can roll this into a higher value, I think. Okay, here we go. Here goes nothing. 44%, 9.5%, right? No. I know. The stone in this game is too stingy, man. Change effect. Okay, a little bit better. So 90%. 90%. I got 90% stuff. Elemental damage. Well, let me lock this one. And confirm. And change effect. Wow, the game's trolling me. Damage and crit rate. I guess crit rate is better. You generate a little bit more. Yeah, element. Yeah, this one, the elemental damage is definitely a win. Elimination, crit rate. Yeah, the game is trolling me at this point. Okay, let's save more stones. I do not want to go below 8 because that's when Marie and Ray is gonna drop, and I'm gonna get screwed, knowing my luck. They're just not gonna drop for it for a while. Okay, let's go test again and see how it goes. And just remember, I just fundamentally changed my Asuka's roll value. Ideally, I think Asuka is doing best with ammo count, and on top of ammo count is probably crit, because her attack is diluted so much, and elemental it's not always useful. Unless you bring out for fire, and she already has enough elemental buff on her own too. So perhaps maybe crit is the better option. Who knows? I need to put that in the calculator later on. Oh yeah, I can feel she shoots a little bit longer now already. That's good. Okay, pause. So yeah, Jay, you never have enough stones. There's never enough stones, man. Real 5. 7, and this one, well, who are we fighting against? Stout. This is 244 versus 119. And this Asuka out damages her a lot more on paper, is because Asuka also has the additional damage against shields. So you see her damage value goes up a lot as well. Right? Here's on the... So on this boss, Stout, you have both the shield boost and the pierce boost. So it really eclipses Scarlet due to that, which is pretty funny actually. It's really the worst combo available for her. So I think this is the only real way for this team. Is the only real way for Asuka to really be caught up by Modernia because of the Pierce. Because the bunnies helps Modernia more than Asuka. Let's see how it goes. Need to retry this because of a freeze. Hello Echo, how are you? Yeah, they need to release what's it called, overclocked room quite a bit soon, because the overclock is I personally yeah, see, there you go. Okay, that's fine. They both got frozen. They both got stunned. I was gonna say it's not fair to Asuka, but then they both got stunned. Okay, so damage 1-to-1 basically. Equal. 141, 142. You can't really get closer than that, right? So 141, 142. But now you can really tell the difference of the amount of boosted damage they receive. The leader and crown team versus leader and the bunny team. The crown, one person gives so much more boost in the burst damage than the entire bunny's team, which is really ridiculous. All right, so at the Stout, let's see here, what else do we have? Okay, so this is weak against water. Now Lister, really annoying. We can give this a try as well. Actually, does Moderna even have a cube? I'm not sure if we're gonna have the cube. Moderna had a cube. Okay, that at least that's a somewhat fair test. Good, I don't have to redo that. Okay, let's try Nalister, because I don't think Nalister has a core. So this is the first boss we're gonna test that doesn't have a core. Yeah, no core, okay? I think I accidentally let the Asuka went into the burst a little bit longer than I wanted. I'm not entirely okay. Yeah, see, Modernia outpaced her by a lot. But let me double check again because, like I said, I think I let Asuka go on burst a little bit longer than I'd like. So first is her burst. Now is Nor. The only thing, the good thing about Asuka is really easy to use compared to everything else. She is a assault rifle that has the accuracy of a machine gun. So she basically has pinpoint accuracy of what you destroy. She destroy whatever you point at, really, which is a very big plus coming QTE and later on. Compared to sometimes, I had a few times that Scarlet actually failed my QTE because her sword slash is having to get the circle next to it. Does it happen often? No, it doesn't happen. Does it happen? Yeah. Okay, so that is it. This is off elemental. No shield and no core. Asuka only does 106. Modernia does 163. All right, so now you know this. In the case with without core, she gets outpaced by a lot. Yeah, this is a case that she is not SSS. But at the same time, part of the one has they have not moved down some characters that I do not believe should be SSS anymore. So that's what caused controversy. But at the same time, I understand why. A lot of times also because they have such a when this game first started, when everyone started playing this game, I was trying to make my own tier list. And that was with the beginning roster. Half a year in, I gave up because there's just so many changes and there's so many things to keep track of. It's not a one-person project for anyone that has a job. If making the game guy a game site is your job, good. Because you're gonna need the time for that shit. I think this is the job for Pride One. The issue is they also manage all the other games. There is just no way they can keep track and keep their website updated at all times. Other websites like Game 8 and Game With, the Japanese sites, they're community driven, so they can update a little bit faster than normal, which gives an advantage of not running into this possible issues. But let's do now let's start with the Asuka and Scarlet, right? Let's see between Asuka and Scarlet who should be there. Yeah, remember, Scarlet actually possibly might have a slightly advantage due to the fact that her sword slash has a very tiny AoE. So this one is Scarlet out. And also remember, her sword slash will boost the all the missiles on the screen will boost her sword slash DPS by a lot. Is it really effective DPS? No, not really, because you don't need that much DPS to kill the missiles and the bullet. But hey, you know what? It's conservative damage, right? So let's put it on display. All right, done. And Scarlet out damages her because there's no core. So no core, Asuka is 120 and Scarlet is 218. That's a lot. But remember, Scarlet did slash one of the missiles. If we timed it that she does not slash the missiles, like if we destroy the if we do the QT in time, so no missiles come out, I don't think she can do that much more damage. Let's do that. Let's get the QTE. There we go. So there's no missile slash. Let's see how fast it. Let's see how it goes. Oh, her slash also hits the legs too. It's an AoE, so it also hit all the leg parts. And yep, that was that's where the extra damage comes from. So you need to be very careful when comparing DPS. Okay, so first of all, her AoE also hits all the extra parts on the map. In this case, for now, let's say it hits the legs and the Vulcans. And on top of that, like you said on the previous one, we did not clear the missiles, so her AoE hits the missiles. And that's a lot of damage difference. So she is on a core that on an enemy that doesn't have a piercing. She's like 10% less than Scarlet, which honestly isn't that big of a difference in the grand scheme of things. When you want to consider the fact that Asuka does self-heal, so she is very much less vulnerable than Scarlet. But that is other considerations, right? So let's see here. Which one is this one weak against? Weak point is and you know what? It may be Scarlet's day on this. You may not actually, because this is core. This boss has a core. So let's go. And this boss, as simple as I can get, just a sandbag. So this is essentially core versus elemental advantage. Let's see how it goes. The boss is Halo PSID. Alright, pause. So 222 versus 238. Scarlet is a little bit ahead. Let's try it again. Very close, right? Very, very close. I think like if any of it has a slightly better aim or slightly less boss movement, it could sway the other way. Yeah, also if the boss jumps a little bit less, it will sway the other way too. Oh my god. Freaking QTE. And like for example, if a boss jumps, the Asuka couldn't attack during burst, but Scarlet's majority of her burst damage already came out. So 227, 241, it's about the same, really. So it's the same ratio. I mean, this is what, 5% maybe? It's a 5% difference of a Scarlet team. Versus a, let's see here. Versus Modernia. I think this one is probably gonna go much in Asuka's favor because of the piercing mechanism. But we'll see. But here's the funny thing though, because remember, Modernia's hello lily pad. Modernia's kit is ultimately pretty selfish. She doesn't really help her teammate. Asuka does. So if you want to put Asuka and Modernia on the same team, Modernia will evidently get the benefit of as well. Okay, we can pause anytime really. Ah, Modernia gets more damage, actually. Because I think I accidentally let Asuka burst a little too much. Okay, here we go. Let's try it again. I'm doing pretty well. Just testing Asuka to see how she performs against most bosses we're gonna fight in the solo raids and stuff. There's a lot of issues that has come up in the community with how the Party 1 and how another tier list has listed her. I don't think it's fair to bash in too much, really, because everyone has their own metrics. Sometimes it's good to see exactly where she is under a normal situation. Oh, okay, my USB just went crazy again. This is why I need a new computer. Okay, let's see. Okay, no, it still sound okay. If I start sounding robotic, let me know. That's when I need to okay, pause. This is after the second burst round already, and we are at 152 and 155. Yeah. Well, because my body is all the way out of the screen, and the issue is when I complete off, it return to center. I can set it to stay exactly where it was, but it just looks weird sometimes. Okay, at least you guys know that it's when I go complete off center is when I off the screen instead of me just staring at you with a blank face like a freaking zombie. Okay. So with Halo, it is what 152, 155. So 152, and the Modernia 155. So yes, I am on Alvin tonight, which is great. So they are the same. Asuka's normal damage when paired with Modernia is pretty much the same on an enemy that doesn't have piercing. That has an exposed core basically. That I am not because I'm writing stuff. Okay, lastly, this boss is actually weak against fire. Piggy. So this is the ultimately unfair comparison. Okay, this is the ultimately not very fair comparison. Oh, I didn't know you can get so close. Alright, let's wait until they finish this burst round and we can take a screenshot. Alright. Okay, this is fire elemental weakness, right? Weak to fire. So, and $391 versus 171. That's pretty bad. But this is like a double whammy, right? This is core. Yeah, this is core versus this is both core and elemental. Is she hitting core too? Wait, I think something's wrong with her AI. Let's see what's going on. Or maybe that was because I was controlling her and I accidentally do something else. No, everything looks okay. Okay. Okay, I want to make sure her AI doesn't stop like I just did. Okay, yeah, that was not the issue. Yeah. It was just her reload speed takes forever. I forgot how slow she is in a non-quick reload team. I forgot how slow her reload is. That's the issue. That's the reason. I thought she'd just pause her AI, but no, that's not it. It's just her AI, just her reload slow. And here we go. Ultimately, the right damage team, the Asuka versus Modernia, with the boss that has an exposed core and the fire damage, fire type advantage. Yeah, that did not look like reloading, right? That looked just like her AI paused, which is what I thought too. It's like, oh, the AI. Okay, you know what? I need to destroy that circle. Dude, those things are like pinpoint accuracy. What the heck? Okay, so that is normal burst. 777 definitely. Budget will be 777 and I will do 9910 and eventually 1010. But I think 9910 is actually pretty good enough. A 777 for the time being. Okay, so Asuka gets a little bit of advantage on this one due to Pierce, but they really not too much of a difference in damage overall. 246 versus 232. We can try it again and see if it equals out. I know. You like my sticky music? I like collab music. Mainly because I can be a pretty aggressive person when I'm not in checked. So always have calming music, calming everything, calm my nerve down. I won't even say aggressive. Impulsive is probably the best word. So putting a fuse or a breaker on everything is probably correct. Alright, stop. Oh, wow, you can't get closer than that. Right? You cannot get closer than this. 238, 238. Alright, so yeah. Okay, let me check what pictures I have while I let them run in the background. Who else do I need to go take some redo to pictures? Compare. Okay, let's see here. I have bow tie, bow tie, bow tie, and I have bow tie. Wait, why did I have two bow tie pictures? 17391, 3917. I can delete one of them. Oh, well, maybe that's a good thing. I have a podcast for a different hobby of mine, and yeah, everyone, I hear a lot of people say that they listen to it just to go to sleep. I am not sure that's a good thing because that's not the intent of a podcast, but you know what? If it helps people, then so be it. I need a screenshot for Now Lister, both Modernia. Okay, let's go for that. I'm gonna do a retest too. Where's Now Lister? Now Lister, Modernia. Oh, I didn't even take screenshot for this guy. Halo. Well, I mean, I get the view count, no? In the so it pleases the algorithm god, but I'm not sure that that's the intent of the podcast, right? You know what? It's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. All right, whose burst turn is it? Is it okay? It's Asuka's. And the next one I can pause after the Halo PTSD, and this is a double check. We can double check the damage as well. Yeah, Halo is like nothing to be afraid of. This guy really doesn't do any damage. Even we don't clean the stuff. Okay, so Halo damage is 152 versus 169 versus, wow, okay, that's a big difference. That's a very big difference. 1 second. I don't think okay. She shouldn't be the top. She shouldn't be tier 0. Like I said, I think there is tier 0, which means that they are best at everything, and there's tier 0.1, in which means that they are the best at certain things but not everything. And there is tier 1, which is they are slightly worse on everything than tier 0s. Asuka is definitely a tier 0.5 character. She's not a 0 character, but she is better at doing certain bosses than some other characters out there. Then even sometimes, even compared to the top players, she's actually okay. Asuka and Modernia, this is different again. 170. I'm not sure what is the damage difference on this one. Like, why is there such a big difference in damage? Last time they are pretty similar, but this time is big difference. Okay, that was me clicking on the opposite side. That was me screwing up. Just further testing for more stuff. I mean, I was saying Roseanne is about 25%, but I don't think that's a fair assessment. I just realized my Roseanne is not completely max, so there is a little bit of improvement you can squeeze out of Roseanne more. I would say, given the skill difference, Roseanne's probably about 15% less boost compared to Crown. 15, yeah, I would say 15 to 20% less boost. Which still makes Crown pretty nuts. If you really think about it, Crown's still pretty crazy. For a simple B2 unit that can outmatch the performance boost provided by the bunnies. Okay, there you go. 163,194. So I guess the previous test is correct. Modernia does deal more damage on this boss, and this boss is Halo PIST. is a simple normal core damage, continuous damage, and remember, because the assist is better on Modernia than, because Modernia gets, okay, so the thing for Modernia is she gets a really high boost from attack damage boost because her own kit doesn't really increase attack that much, right? So deal additional, this is for front attack boost for only 25 seconds, and that's it. That's the extent of her attack. So while Bunnies, the biggest thing she does is damage taken, right? She doesn't really increase attack on this one, nor does 13%. Overall, not too much. So due to that, Nor's attack boost, and also affect all enemies. Yeah, Nor's attack boost does increase Modernia's damage in proportional to Asuka's. So that actually makes Modernia a little bit better than that too. Okay, and let me do the run test again to double check. There's a screenshot for Halo. I want to see how much does Ray boost compared to Crown, because Ray is technically a mini Crown, but I want to see the actual percentage difference in practice. It honestly cannot be too much, but who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe 5%, 10% difference? We'll see. However, though, I want to say Asuka is actually a very beginner-friendly character, because if you take a look at the damage calculation of per characters, Asuka actually has the highest raw damage. Yeah, you cannot evade. You're not getting away with this collab, man. You are not getting away with this collab. So 232/229. So it's the same, honestly. See. But I remember correctly, Halo is afraid of electric, which makes it really tragic. I don't think it's a trap for Annie, because I do not ever plan to pull for Annie. I just gonna ticket it. Yeah, that's way too electric. Oh man, and they still deal the same amount of damage. I think it was Red Hood anniversary. I spent, how many pull was it? It was 240 pulls before I got my first Red Hood, I believe. $240. Yeah, ever since that, I don't never pull in Pilgrims. That 1% chance sucks. It's like me trying to tempt Fate in Fate Stay Night again, the Fate Zero game. It's just not good. I think Fate has an even worse chance at 0.6%. And that I wouldn't. Dude, FGO is terrible when it first started. And somehow it still makes a crap ton of money. Okay. Next should be Now Lister with the Asuka and Modernia. Right, yeah. Now Lister. Let's go. Now Lister, Asuka and Modernia. The first couple pictures I took was Ultra and Ultra and Ultra and Ultra. Okay. Now Lister. Where's Now Lister? Mock battle, let's go. Yeah, that was, dude, that was. I didn't log in for a day. I think that's the first time I missed a login for Nikke. It was pretty bad. 240 pulls. I mean, at the end of the event, I just kind of laughed it off. Really? Yeah, I mean, to be that unlucky is pretty rare in itself, right? But yeah, learn the hard way. Don't pull for Pilgrim. Do not pull for Pilgrim. You just take it up. That 1% chance sucks to be away when you didn't get it. In the whole time I was joking that if I don't get the Red Hood, the worst I'm gonna get is Snow White, right? I mean, I'm just gonna get Snow White. Nope. Did not remotely close of getting Snow White. Okay, so this is actually pretty close to the last test, so this is pretty stable. You can tell this is a Now Lister because there's no core on this one, and Asuka does a lot worse. Due to no cores. Next will be Stout. Let's do a retest on every one of them. Yeah, there you go. I mean, this will work. That still got her, even though I have everyone dodged. Oh, it attacks whenever which form you're in. Okay, got it. I need Asuka to be stunned 2 times for this test to be fair. Oh man. I think the damage output should be pretty equal on either side on this one. It's just an open core target. Yeah, I really wish that they have released Ray, Marie at the same time as Asuka, so we can have all the incentive to do comparison, because you know that they are meant to be released at the same time for the same team, due to their kid. At least Asuka and Ray should have released in the same week, but they decided to play it off as different part of the collab release to keep the hype up, I guess. Wow, okay. I guess my Asuka's getting stunned 2 times now in this one. I mean, wait, how did my Asuka get stunned 2 times and still out damages Modernia? Yeah, this boss is really hard to oh yeah, she does out damage her due to the shield additional damage. I forgot. I forgot. This boss, Asuka has like absolute advantage compared to I think that joke has driven Sky JOV to insanity yesterday. His viewer broke it and made him do a core 7 on Asuka. I don't think he actually likes Asuka in the first place. And to be honest, I think Asuka as a character is understandable. But at the same time, if you want to call her waifu, it's a little bit problematic. Because she's definitely not one of the type I would call I would like to have as a girlfriend or a wife. It's someone that carries way too much baggage. Way too much baggage. Holy crap. The I say the manga version of Asuka is the best adjusted one comparing to the anime, and the rebuild movies. But even that's a far stretch. I think the before anything, there is a very old doujinshi that is called Retake. Yeah. Okay. Here's the issue with Product One, actually. Product One, they're very slow on correcting their mistakes when they are very wrong. Like, whoever's in charge of that site is very stubborn. He is so stubborn. They refuse to adjust the game rating. They refused to adjust the game rating again for the very first month, and by calling everything bugged. Yes, I understand it's bugged, but that's the tier that everyone's playing with. That's a game that everyone played with for a month and a half. Okay? And by the time they finally adjusted, they still put the big ass bug logo next to each characters. So, like, they are very slow to adjust their mistakes. And yes, their SBS Their SBS raking, not great. Not great at all. Okay, you know, I'm gonna give up on the stealth review. On the stealth DPS comparison. It's really hard to compare. I keep trying to find a happy medium, but there's just so many variables in this fight. There's a shield variable. There's also the fact that you may get frozen. There's also the fact that you may get what's it called? Nor may get frozen, and then Modernia start bursting. There's just so many variables. It's ridiculous. Try to get a fair comparison on stealth. Just too many stuff. Yeah, pretty much equal if everything works out most of the time, but then it's hard. But yeah, they're not fast. Probably one's not fast and stubborn. Probably the worst combo if you want to make a public-facing website that has a tier list. Because tier list itself already makes a lot of controversies, right? I mean, to the point of yesterday on my different account, someone's still trying to convince. I still see someone else trying to convince the other players that Red Hood does more damage than the SBS, Darklit. In reality, Darklit does more damage than Red Hood as long as you don't have overlapping cores the entire time, which is very rare nowadays. They don't do that on raid bosses anymore. So, but everyone has their biases. Also, a lot of time it's not even biases; it's just the what they don't see because their own team build is not there yet. For example, Asuka's main problem with the buff dilution really doesn't hit critical masses unless you have Asuka on a high percentage and then you have your own teammate, your burst supports under a high skill percentage as well. So for a lot of newer players, they don't see the issue. Okay, makes sense, but the whole, geez. Asuka just did double damage of Scarlet. That is pretty rare. Let me test this again. Doesn't seem right, but let's see what it is. But yeah, that's the issue with the Pride One's tier list. She should be the same tier as hey, how are you doing, Madoka? She should be in this. Asuka should be the similar location in tier list compared to Winter. Compared to Winter, the Miller, I would say. If Winter Miller is S tier, she should be S tier. Or SS tier, it should be SN tier. Actually, no, because Winter Miller doesn't have the bonus. No, because Winter Miller's buff is universal compared to her buff is not universal. So yeah, they should be a sent here, really. How are you doing, Madoka? Madoka? Whoa. Oh, that name has brings on traumas. Alright, yeah, 251, 170, it's still the same shit, okay. I guess I cannot really make it look better. No, just call me Ino. Ino's fine. I wouldn't even say thanks to Sky. I mean, the Winter Manila is always her best comparison for Burst 3 because there isn't too many people that give there isn't too many Burst 3 that also doesn't have a complete selfish kit. There's very few. And Winter the Mill is one of them. I have ultras on all of them, so I don't think I can take an ultra screenshot again. Do I? Let me see. I do not have a picture with the Ultra and just Modernia. Okay, you know what? Let's do a Ultra and Modernia. Here we go. I think Ultra's a punching bag at the beginning, yeah. There's a punching bag. Besides the stupid stump. Hey, thanks. Nice to meet you too. This guy's a good guy though. He does help the community a lot. He is willing to spend a lot of money and time to build things. Very much appreciate the time that he put in for stuff. He's not the... I would say he's not the fastest in terms of mathing things out, but he does a ample amount of testing, which is to his advantage. Since he does have the roster to back it up. He has the money and the roster to back it up. So I had a very small amount of issue at the very beginning of the game release, where there's certain things he forgot to mention, and on the very beginning when the game was released, some certain team comps that he was coming up with recommending, but that has been long past since then. I would say if you want to see Sky's character thoughts, his conclusions, check in within 24 hours after release. Which was a better poll? Are you new or are you not new? I think I can actually skip. Yeah, he spent a lot of time testing. Like his first impression may not be correct a lot of times. He doesn't have the he's not really a math person. Yeah, he does a lot of testing. He's not really a math person, so he does have not a very correct first impression on a lot of things. But he does a lot of tests to make it up for it. So after 24 hours, he does make things right. And Madoka, it depends. If you are brand new, Asuka is definitely better because Asuka is actually very newbie friendly. Damn it! I keep falling for that stupid wave game. But if you are not new, if you have Crown, depends on your Crown. If you do not have Crown, Marie is a really good choice. To be completely honest with you. But if you already have Crown, then I would say you can ship Polypole for Asuka. Priority. And if you have Crown and also at the same time, depends on the roster, right? If you have a very good roster in terms of DPS, then Asuka is not that big of a deal. There's other characters that can replace her. Okay, there we go. But if you don't have an ample roster, then you should still go for Asuka. She is basically a pilgrim that you can pull right now. Asuka doesn't need Modernia. Yeah, if you have Chrome Mask, I would say go for Asuka. Asuka is a basically a pilgrim you can pull immediately. Basically, that's what she is. She's a pilgrim level amount of damage, not the top, but she is good damage. Asuka doesn't need Modernia. Modernia benefit from having Asuka on her team, but Asuka definitely does not need Modernia. But Asuka, if you want to make a fire team, Modernia is pretty much the only choice available. Because like, look, if we want to make a team for Asuka to prefer to support, right? First of all, we're gonna get rid of Crown because Crown is probably going to be used. Oh, by the way, Madoka, if you have extra money left after pulling for Asuka, I would suggest you to consider pulling for Marie as well, because Marie is a tiny crown. For a 4th or 15 in single rate, you might need her. I'm not saying you will, you might need her. Because Marie is a decent, like a nerf version of Crown. Okay, so let's say, if we do not have, for us to make a third team, right? We are probably gonna do. Let's see, where is my Sumitsu Rosana? Okay. So this is probably a team that you're gonna be working with, because we're not gonna have the best of the best for Asuka. Let's be completely honest. Best of the best goes to SBS team for the time being. Marie is okay. So the best way for me to put it is Marie is a nerfed version of Crown, and Asuka is a equal version of Alice and Modernia. Depends on the usage. And also, she's also equal to Lamilla, winter version. She is not as good as Red Hood or Scarlet Black Shadows, but Asuka is one of the very top tier. As a brand new player, if you're a new player, I would suggest you to go for Asuka first, because you do need DPS to do all your future raids. Support wise, there's other choices for you to do supports. So Marie is not as important, but she is also pretty good as a support. So I wouldn't miss her if you can. If you have a choice, I would not miss Marie. It just, Asuka is worth the investment at the moment. And also, extra copies of Asuka will translate directly to more damage. Extra copies of Marie only translate to one of her buff skills, not all of her buff skills, only one of them. Because one of her skill is buffs based on her attack, and that's it. That's the only thing that will that extra dupes affects her. So just FYI, Marie typical for non-paying players, one copy is enough. Do not pull for more than one Maries. You're wasting your money. Okay, so if we want to make a Asuka team, right? We pretty much need a fire team. We're not gonna use Alice. Okay. Oh, if you're playing for a while, then yeah, go for Asuka. To be completely honest with you, I think Shift Up is going for elemental type for all the boss fights. So instead of having a good one elemental team, we're probably looking into multiple good elemental teams. So Asuka, who is a really good fire type damage dealer, will probably last in the game for a while. I think that is what Shift Up is going. Because she's also a fire type buffer. It's very problematic train, to be honest with you, for free players, because we're newbies, because that means they need a much more expensive rosters to deal with new bosses. If you have done anomaly interception lately, anomaly interception now deals extra damage on character that is weak to the boss, which is stupid, because that means they can one-shot characters now. That's something that I absolutely hate, but it is what it is. I think the Shift Up is moving toward elemental damage focus for every rounds of solo raids and the union raids. Okay, back to topic. We can build the fire chain of just having Asuka and Modernia. Really? Okay, so because Alice is currently tied to SPS, right? Alice is the biggest booster of Darklit in the game. There is no way in hell you're going to put Alice with Asuka just to get the additional boost from Asuka and lose all the damage that is available to Darklit. Unless we have better characters released in the future, but we don't. If you do not have Modern alternative, 2B or 2A. But if you haven't pulled out collab, then your best choice is Drake for a fire team. None of it, huh? If it's none of it, then your best choice is just to use Asuka as a... Drake is a very low priority pick, by the way. Like, you're not... Just FYI, you're not really... You're not utilizing her skills because Drake boosts shotguns. Right. Well, she does give attack boost, but her attack boost is tiny. So it gets diluted a lot for Drake. If you do not have any other fire characters, your best thing is probably just do the quick shot thing. Because quick shot thing is getting kind of they're getting kind of overrun now by other teams. There's too many other teams that's also pretty good. So the quick reload thing is getting overrun. Yeah, your best option is to pull Ray. That is correct. That is correct. Well, wait, Ray's a burst 2 or 3. Wait, let me see. I don't remember which burst she is. Man, when I look for Ray, I get the Chibi Gremlin Ray, not the Eva Ray. She's a burst 3. Yep, your best choice is to pull Ray for burst 3. That's all I can say. Alternatively, you can use her for a quick shot team. Your quick shot team is probably gonna consist of Privity. Oh, not this Privity. Oh no, not that one too. Let's see, this Privity. So the typical quick shot team they're gonna get, right? So Privity. What's her name? Her. Then you're gonna get a second one. Probably a second one is with this team. You actually might not need healing, so you can either go Marshana, and you're gonna have to. If you need healing, you can do Marshana. If you don't need healing, you can do 2 burst, and then you can do a quick shot maybe. Her, or if you want to boost your damage even further, you can do. You can do just Ray, just to Asuka, not her actually, and 2 burst 2s, right? You can put two burst twos as E-leg. That also helps with the Dorothy's damage. Or let's see, where's E-leg? And then you can put a Polly, which I don't even use anymore. Where's Polly? Where's my best doggo? Polly. For a fast single shot team. That's the best thing I can come up with for you, buddy. Oh man, if you don't have any other red team, if you have a Modernia, until you get Ray, that's the best one I can think of. If you have Ray, it will just be her. Where's Ray? Okay, that's okay. Where's Ray? Quote unquote, the other Ray. Let's put her instead for the time being. Okay. So your best bet is probably these two Ray. Probably still Purity. Not bunny Purity, but the normal Purity. And I think Marie, possibly. Let's see, game Pierce, attack allies, attack casters, attack enemy. Full charge. Yeah, Marie. Wait, so that you get all three Evangelion characters on the same team. And you will just complete devastate any boss that has a shield. That's what's gonna happen. Any boss that has a shield, you're just gonna melt right through it. Which is also a sight to behold. I think we have enough characters in the collab. It's time for Shiva to give us anomaly. I think I'm done with testing Asuka for the day. I think we have enough characters in the collab for Shiva to release anomaly towers now. They should. In my opinion, they should. And actually they ever will, but I think they should. Just for fun, right? I mean, do we have burst 1 anomaly? I think probably Picasso. And then some of us will actually forced to use SR now for anomalies because for some combo that's only going to get. It's weird because if you look at the earning chart, Nikke is still the top, but there are so few number of people that is looking at Nikke on stream. I don't understand. I guess people just doesn't look into streaming Nikke's in general because it's a mobile game after all, and most people play the game with one hand, maybe Like, don't go on stream when they're playing the game. Oh man, that's terrible. Okay, I take it back. Oh yeah, he has. He's the biggest streamer for Nikke right now. So every streams, he's taking away a lot of traffic. Team Isu used to be, but I think he's being a lot less active lately. Aspie? Actually, in fact, I have not seen his video for a long time now. What is he been doing? Maxwell's reward anomaly. Oh, he's been doing it. Okay, so he's using her as SSS as well for his clickbait title. He's been doing it. I guess I just haven't seen his video enough, or nearly zero in the last couple of months, that YouTube stopped recommending Team ISO to me completely. Which is okay. I mean, if I really need some second reference for data, I'll probably rely on Sky more than anybody else for the innate side. I typically rely on the testing data for Chinese sites and Japanese sites more, but Skype is also is a good source as well. I'm genuinely wondering what kind of skin they're gonna give Alice. Because I actually like this Alice costume. This is her current costume is more cute than being sexy, and I like this much more. I think it fits her personality much better. I think after this one I can do some polling, hopefully. We will see what I'm gonna get. But yeah, today I was gonna stream Strinova, and nowadays Strinova is only limited to France, Brazil, and I think another country, not USA. USA is banned. But I realize that a lot of Chinese games nowadays, USA is not in the priority list for global, definitely. Just getting back at us for our years of neglecting the Chinese market, I guess. All right. Yes, I know you're crying. Thank you, thank you. That desktop's gonna stuck with me for a while. Because I'm stuck on Elysian. Because I'm stuck on Elysian. Yeah, okay, there. Yeah, I'll show you. Because I am native already on Elysian. I don't have any other character to progress me on this. I just don't. There's no good third Third place burst. Singles to burst 2. Only Marshana. I mean, we can try. For a military-focused company, they sure doesn't produce military units well, does they? I hope they change though. What's her name? The supposedly the ear of the Elysian company. That's gonna get that joined heavily in sin and gonna turn into a Nikke for the storyline. Hope they bring her up. Yep, see, my Elysian tower is stuck. And stuck very, very well. Ain't going anywhere, man. Until they give me a good Elysian Burst 3. The moment that a good burst 3 from Elysian hits is the moment that everyone's Elysian tower rank is gonna jump. And I had a high hope for what's her name? The plus. She still wasn't that high of a DPS character after the treasure, which is a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. It brings her from like T1 to May, you know, it brought her up from T2 to maybe T1 now in terms of damage. She'll be useful on the. If there's any fight that I need to clear a lot of projectiles, she could be useful. But I like her treasure item story though. And great. Logitech is giving me spam mails on their shitty peripherals now. It's interesting. Logitech used to be like one of the top peripheral sellers for PC gaming, but then ever since I would say a 3D printing has become more available, so it allows. I think 3D printing changed the game of product development a lot for PC, for niche market, right? Before, you almost always had to rely on bigger companies to produce better peripherals. For 3D printing, you can pretty much give a new prototype a try without spending too much money on manufacturing and try it out. So, because of that, companies like Logitech is no longer the king of the hill for computer peripherals. It makes making things for third party or a smaller indie maker much easier. And because of that, the mouse industry has changed significantly. I'll say it's for the better. Probably not for the better for anyone who works in Logitech, but it's for the better. And already after this one, I think I am done for the night. Thanks everyone for tuning in for my my streaming. I think I will make a video on Asuka probably tomorrow and upload it on my YouTube channel. target the triggers on people. I can see getting downvoted quite a bit already. Just seems how controversial Asuka is for some reason. I don't know why. But it is what it is. Okay. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in for tonight. And I shall see all of you later. Yep, no problem. I want that testing done by myself too, so I know how much money I should further invest. Which I think is the conclusion is it's probably not worth going over MLB. Alright, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you all later. Good night.